Welcome to the world of Bangladeshi handicrafts, full of color, culture, and tradition. Each handmade item tells a story of skills and history. But many artisans don't have enough places to sell their crafts. That's why we are working to connect them with the more customers and give their work the value it deserves. We are presenting Handicrafts, our D2C platform to solve these kinds of handicraft problem. Let's dive to the Handicraft XYZ. From the homepage, customers can explore featured products, browse by category, and find special offers. A smart search and filter system helps them quickly find what they want. Each product page includes clear information, high quality images, and review to help customers make confident choices. Artisans, the real creators behind each product, can showcase their items with detailed description, set prices, and track their orders. The cart and checkout process is first, simple and secure. Customers can choose their preferred payment method and get update on their orders. The design works great on both desktop and mobile, making it easy to customers to shop and for artisans to sell anytime, anywhere. Then come to the system architecture. Here we can see Team-Momentum Handicraft's overall complete system architecture design. Then ERD design. Into the ERD design segment, we can see a complete relational database management design. Then front-end section. Into the front-end section, we are implemented React.js, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, Next.js, and XUs. Into the back-end, we integrated Python and Fast API. For the DBMS management, we integrated PostgreSQL is here. Then DBMS panel. Into the DBMS panel, we are commonly use pgadmin, Neon, and MinIO. DevOps components. Into the DevOps components, we are planning several kinds of deployment and planning architecture is here. For implementation this, we are using different various kinds of components is here. Locust, Docker, GitHub, Cloudflare, GitHub branch. After the DevOps components, we come to the security integration. Here we integrated JW authentication and OAuth 2 security authentication. Then third party and gateway. Here we use MinIO, SSL e-commerce, InfoDB, and SMTP. Then come to the system design method. Here we are following Agile method. Into the Agile method, we are using GitHub Agile board. Here you can see various kinds of Agile board is we are developed here. Into the board, you can see various kinds of Agile section is here: product backlog, sprint backlog, work in progress, testing Q&A, and stage in release and product release. Into this section, we are assigned our all teammates into the here, and we integrated our all kinds of work is here. And we maintain all kinds of agile method and our workflow into this section by this all kinds of workflow activity into these kinds of card. Into these kinds of cards, there are integrated various kinds of branch infra which is integrated by the GitHub workflow. for maintaining any kinds of issue solution and any kinds of communication, we are using here our Lanathon local Discord server. After that, we come to the UI design section. By using Figma, we initially design our overall UI design for our handicraft platform. Now come to the backend implementation system. At the backend implementation, first of all, we are implementing and utilizing the authentication and authorization. At the authentication and authorization, we are using at first JWT authentication. Into the JWT authentication, we are creating here access key. By following this access key, we are used to use this access key for our login and registration system. Here we can see the complete implementation and integration of our project into the JWT. Then come to the Google Auth 2 integration. For this integration, we are using Google sign-in method. So for this sign-in method, we are redirected by our device Google ID for this sign-in and registration method. Artisan registration and feature. In this section, all kinds of artisan registration method is implemented, and available artisan features, creating brand, upload products, and take order is implemented into this section from our backend section. Now, admin panel management. We have a individual admin panel management system from where a admin can access every kinds of information of the user and of the artisans from this API. Then come to the semantic analysis search. It is one of the most important features of our project. For the implementing semantic analysis project, we are using user input, first API backend, synonym expansion, keyword extraction, SQL alchemy production, and return filter production list workflow here. After this workflow, our handicraft semantic search capabilities: single word queries, multiple word queries, natural language queries, synonym based queries, category specific queries, price range queries, and mixed contents query. It can handle easily by from our semantic search analysis. Place order and payment gateway. For this section, we are using SSL e-commerce, info BIP, and Google SMTP email section. For placing an order and pay bill issues, we are using here SSL e-commerce, which can maintain all kinds of transaction issues by payment issues into its internal flow of a workflow. And then customer get confirmation SMS by info BIP. By using info BIP, a customer will get a confirmation SMS after placing a successful order from the server. Then after placing a successful order, a artisan need to notify, but we are notify these issues, and we are notify this confirmation by using Google SMTP email service. Then come to the cloud storage integration. For the cloud storage integration, we are using here MinIO. For MinIO, we are implement here S3 bucket. By using S3 bucket, we maintain here cloud storage system from our backend system, and we store here users uploaded photos, videos, and profile pictures into our specific created S3 bucket, which is more secure and more scalable and more efficient. Then come to the security and validation. For this maintaining security and validation, we are using here most popular Python identity library. We implement here into our code into the schemas and utils.py. After that, we are using .env format where we can preserve our security key and access key and many kinds of security information. We also use here the Google security key issues. We security key issues. Here we also preserve our security key into the GitHub security section. Code refactor optimization and planning. For this section, we are using the very much popular black formatter Python library, which have auto formatting system. And then we are for automated code analyzing, we are using Sonar Cloud and CodeRabbit. Here we can see a complete implementation and uses of CodeRabbit and Sonar Cloud issues. PyTest and Git action workflows. For PyTest unit test, we generated here locally PyTest server. Then we test our all kinds of codes by using PyTest, and we also generate and implement a CI platform by deployment for solving all kinds of deployment and coverage issues. API monitor and load testing. For API monitoring, we are using here Sentry. By Sentry admin panel, we can see and monitor every kinds of issues and obstacles for the API management is here. For load testing of our APIs, we are using here Locust. Locust is a platform. By using this, we can test easily of our all kinds of API load capability into one platform. Then come to the deploy and release. For the deployment section, we are using DigitalOcean, QD, Cloudflare and Redis.